Matcha 73 Love.
Rosie, hi. Hello, everyone. Rosie, thank you so much for the 25-month resub. Oh my goodness. Thank you, friend. I really appreciate it. How are y'all doing today? I hope everyone's having a nice day. Sorry, it's been like... I'm adjusting my webcam. Sorry, it's been like over a week since I've streamed. I've been in pain and so busy. But welcome, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. It's good to see y'all. How are we today? Oh, I forgot to do something. Hold on. I forgot to do something. Okay, we're good now, I think. We're good now. Okay. Yeah, today we're gonna play some Shipwrecked 64. I know we're getting close to the end. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I want to see how far we'll get. Rosie is sleepy, but okay. I'm glad you're doing okay, friend. It's a sleepy day today. I'm sleepy today too. Yeah, we're gonna play some Shipwreck today. But first I have a few little announcements. Well, I just said just two. First of all, oh my goodness, my throat, sorry. Let me drink my coffee. Sorry, that was, I don't know if that picked up on my mic, but that was probably really unpleasant. Sip, 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 sip. Okay. Delicious. Anyways. I'm good? Okay, cool. Yeah, let me actually sip some coffee, because I do have some. Okay, I'm good now, I'm good. Okay, anyways, like I was saying, I made some changes to our first redeem, the channel point redeem for first. So if now it keeps track of how many times everyone has gotten first individually. And if you get up to 50 first redeems, then you can get a free full body little dude art piece from me. So I will draw you something for free if you redeem first 50 times. And you can only redeem it once a stream, and it's only one redeem per stream for everyone. Only one person gets it. So yeah. If you want to be first, there's a little incentive to be first now. Because I thought that would be a fun little idea. I know I have the channel point redeem that just like gives you a full body chibi commission for free, but I wanted to do another one because I just thought it would be fun and silly. The next announcement I have is, let's get a drum roll. I don't think I have a drum roll. Let me look at my sounds. Do I have a drum roll? I have this. Jump scare incoming. That's my drum roll. Anyways, I am an affiliate for Clip Studio Paint. Yay! Oh my god, that is so loud. That's so loud. I'm so sorry. I need to tone that one down. Oh my god. Yay. But yeah, I reached out and they approved me for their affiliate program. So yeah, I am an affiliate for them now. The loud clapping. I know. Actually, if you do it, does this still work? Oh yes. Oh, congrats on first, Rosie. Oh, and it counts how many times. Oh, wait. Hold on, the counter doesn't work. Wait, hold on a second. I think I set it up wrong. I'm gonna redeem it again. Oh shit, I set it up wrong. Okay. Okay, I need to write this down so I don't forget to fix it. Okay, I will. Hold on. Fix first, redeem. Okay. I'm so sorry, y'all. I will try to keep that in that. I'll keep it in my queues so that I know that Rosie has one first redeem. Thank you for first, Rosie. Yeah, anyways, I'm a affiliate for Clip Studio Paint. It's what I use to make all of my art. And it's like perfect for everything I need. And if you're looking for an art program that to do animation in or illustrations, you can use my affiliate link for a free trial. And if you make a purchase using my link, then that will help support me a lot. But yeah, feel free to check it out if you want. I'm really happy to be a part of this, and yeah, I'm happy. I'm a happy bat. Okay. What else? What else? Oh yeah, the clap thing. If you send the clapping emotes, I think this one works too. I guess that one doesn't work. Yeah, if you clap, it'll play clapping on my stream. So if you spam clap a lot, hold on, I'm gonna spam. People will clap. I set that up a long time ago and I always forget about it. Yeah, I think it's silly. We should probably get into the game though. Oh my goodness, how long have I been streaming? 13 minutes and 21 seconds. 21? Is that still a good meme? That's so silly. Thank you. I love being silly. I love silliness. You cannot contain the silly. Alright, let me write down to turn volume down on clapping sound voice mod soundboard. I'll know what that means. Hopefully. Okay, let's switch scenes. Let's go to the gaming scene. I moved some of my my Stream Deck buttons around, so I'm a little bit lost. But that's okay. Let me turn the game volume up. Let me see if I remember. Is it unmuted? Okay, cool. I'll pause the music in a sec. I know there's a lot going on right now. Okay. Pause that. You guys can hear the game. Perfect. Sorry, a lot goes into streaming Shipwrecked 64. I have so many things I need to capture. I need to capture this, and I need to capture this, and also this. Oh my god, I'm being flashbanged so bad right now. There's a lot. There's a lot going on. Oh, and I need to connect my controller. My life is so hard. Hi, Flicker, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well today. I don't know why I said that so southern. I hope you're doing well today. I'm sorry to everyone that I offended. Okay, is my controller connected? Should be. Ooh, southernly? Yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt that. Okay, controller is connected. Oh shit, I did forget one thing, hold on. I need to send the trigger warning for this stream. Okay, good, I set up the right one. But yeah, check that out just in case. We're getting into kind of the end game stuff, and I don't think there's anything too graphic at like this part of the game, but there is some darker themes, so just be aware of that. Just be aware of that going in, and if you decide this stream isn't for you, that's totally okay. No problem at all. Okay, now I'm ready. Now we're gaming. Now I gotta remember all the controls. And adjust my mic. Oh god, I forgot we're at this part. And the volume's a little quiet right now. It will probably get loud. Okay, I do not remember how to do this part at all. I'm gonna be fully honest with you. Maybe I should have pulled up a guide. There's a button over here. Oh, we got a YouTube video chat. Hold on. Let me hide in a barrel. Okay, hold on. We got a YouTube video. Oh shit, it's the map. Okay. Okay, my game is paused. I'm gonna turn this down just so we don't get jump scared. The sewer map. Provided by Stumbler O'Hare. Thank you, Stumbler. 07 for Stumbler. I love that guy. Okay. Okay, so I went the wrong way. 2 doors. Oh shit, this sucks. I hope this song doesn't get me copyrighted. This is the cell, okay. Okay. I might just look up, like, a map. Because I'm not gonna remember any of this. What is that brown part? I don't remember that. I don't remember this part very much, I'll be honest with you, chat. Okay, this is... I'm sorry, Stumbler. I'm not gonna remember this. You remember it? Nice. I have memory problems. TM. Oh. Hello. The water. Go there. Go in the water. Oh, hello. Oh, don't worry about my YouTube. Okay, let's get the game back up. Oh, flashbang. Hold on, I forgot to do something. Okay, let me... I'll leave the window unmuted just in case we get more videos. Okay, so I'm already lost. Okay, we hit that button. What's over here? This is where I came from. What's over here? Oh, that's... Okay, that's the elevator. I literally got jump scared by the elevator. You've watched dozens of playthroughs. Nice. I do love this game. Wow, I'm lost. I just keep going that way. Oh. Yes, please. Okay, there's 2 doors. Let's go straight. Ooh, scary red light. What does that say? Silvertech Prime 95 login. Can I log in? Can I log in? I want to play Webkins. I want to play Webkins. Can I log in? Ay. Hey, that wall is glitchy. What was that banging noise? Did y'all hear that? What? What is happening? What? What? What's over here? Oh! Oh shit. That's Olive? Yeah. Do I have audio on? Yeah, can you not hear the game? Or is it it's just really quiet right now? You can't hear any audio at all? What? Hold on. The game is quiet? Okay, let me turn it up. Thank you for telling me. You heard the bang a little? Okay. I just turned it up. Let me know how that is. Thank you for letting me know, though. I do appreciate it. What is this? I really don't remember this area very well. Hey! Oh shit, hello, lady. Did you guys hear that? You hear it now? Okay, good. That's a good way to test it, huh? Fucking jump scare. What is with the banging? I do not remember this. Why am I even over here? Like... Don't, it just did it. Like in the game, and then my wife made a bang noise. Turn it up to 100? No. I will not do that. I have the... Oh, she just gets me... Okay. I can answer that if you want. Not right now, but thank you. Ah, yes, I'm in jail. Rip. Oh. Was I supposed to... Oh! Was I supposed to go to jail? Oh, a button. Oh, a YouTube video. Okay, hold on. Please don't autoplay. I guess I don't need to hide in a barrel here. Unless... Where are they gonna send me? Jail? I'm already in jail. Okay, we got another video. I will let y'all know if I need help, but thank you. I do appreciate it. Okay. Okay, this is when it talks about how the numbers are scrambled, right? They're so accommodating. They give bed. So true. It looks so cozy in there aside from the corpse. Oh, thank you for the head pats. I have not been paying attention to this video. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scrambled. Oh, I need to remember the jail code. 4132. Okay. What the hell? Okay. Jump scare. Not paying attention to the video with the fart sound. True. Oh shit, what was it? Was it 4132? Let me write that down. And the jail code. Sorry if this is cheating, I honestly don't care. Dwellers? 7418. 7418. So it would be 871. Hold on. 4? Is that right? Hold on. Let me get the game back up here. Uh, 8741 or 14. I already forgot what I wrote. Oh, wrong button. Oh, let's go. I'm so smart. Okay, well, I kind of want to go through that wall that was glitched the hell out. Oh yeah, and we can go up there now too. Oh, a door. Oh yeah, doesn't this like just take you up? Oh. I heard a scary noise. Okay, these are color-coded. And I think those are like the only color-coded barrels in the game. I don't remember where that would go though. Let's just get in the boat. I remember one time I played this part, and Olive was like stuck behind me, trying to get me, and it wouldn't let me progress, and I had to start from a save. It was very funny. A little frustrating though. Also, I do not like this music. I'm not a fan. Oh, audio. Not the batteries. Fuck. It says fuck. Do you see that? Fuck. I forgot I had the mouse zoom thing now too. That's trippy. Fuck. Okay. Sorry, I have so many fun little things to play with.
Talk the fucking script. It's done. It's over. That went horribly. I can't even lie to myself on this recording. It went horribly.
I can barely hear it, sorry.
It's only a matter of time till I get their 2-week notices on my desk.
Okay. Gonna go sleep for a bit. No worries, Rosie. I hope you sleep well. Go get some sleep. And thank you. Oh shit. Thank you, friend. I appreciate the good luck. I hope you have a good sleep. It was nice to see you. Okay, well, can I go through this? I guess so. There was a place to put a code, but I don't remember what... colors the barrels were. Oh, he is loud. I don't know what that sound is. I hear someone. Oh, someone is banging and smashing. Oh, I'm back in jail? Oh, yeah. Oh no. Okay. That's not fair. She got me while I was in jail. Girl. She's fucking spawn camping. I suck at the wall jumping. This is my least favorite part of this game, is the platforming. Fuck it, I'm taking the secret door. Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay. So green, blue, green, purple? Is that purple? Oh. Are we moving? Green, blue, green, purple, green, blue, green, purple. Let's remember that. Wyatt, Urple. Okay, and we'll hide, and then we will look up that code. Okay. Oh, dusting in my uncomfortable chair. Green, blue, green, purple. 9396. I think. Oh, we got a YouTube video. Okay. Let me set my controller down. We loading. $47. Oh, this is the hidden switches. Oh, I forgot about this. $238. Ooh, that's jazzy. $135. So that must be times that it shows on the map. Okay, so we gotta go hit all these times from the map video. Okay, that was unpleasant. So we're gonna hello Rhett and Link. We're gonna keep that open. Hold this back up. Okay. So, oh shit. We gotta hit 3 switches. Okay, I vaguely remember where they are. There's one in here, I think. Oh god, who's banging? Who's banging and smashing? What the fuck? Is that Brandon, the beaver? I don't like the sound of that. Oh, it's the goose. He's in the jail cell. Fucking goose. Get me out of here. Oh, he's still chasing me. Oh, he's down there. Oh, here's an... Okay. Oh shit, what is happening? Where am I? What is that banging? Oh, he's fast as fuck. Right, it looked like he was holding a cigarette for a second. I think it was one of his feathers. Okay, is there a button in here? Is there a button in here? It's a weird texture right there. Oh, it is. Oh, it is treacherous. Oh, there's a button in here. I think. I remember it's on one of these ramps. I didn't mean to click that. Oh, I'm up here now. Okay. I'll figure it out. Also, I'm gonna... You know what? I'm gonna pause for a sec. Oh, wait, get in the barrel. There we go. I'm gonna pause for a sec. I have to use the bathroom. I will be right back. See you shortly. Good luck. Oh, hello? Sorry, I started talking before my mic unmuted. Okay, we're back. We're back. Let's do some gaming. Okay. Okay, what the fuck was I doing? Let's go through this door. No, go up. Go up. Go up. Oh, okay. Well, what's over here? The goop. Hashtag goop. Oh, it's over here, isn't it? Isn't there a button over here? There we go, we got one. We got one. Two more. I might have to watch. I'm gonna... Oh, I hear someone. I hear a little spooky. A little spooky. Okay, I need to open... Okay, let me rewatch this Times video. Okay, it's in the computer. There's computers in a room. Okay, let's find that one. There's computers in a room. That's a lot of these rooms, unfortunately. Let's just look around. Well, oh, this is where we just came from? Whoa! Oh, that's Brandon. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, he scared me. Okay, hey buddy. Sorry to see you in this predicament. Okay, is it over here? Okay, we got to... That one's right outside the jail. So we got that one. Let's pause again and let's go back to the video. I know you can hear it or you can't see it. That's fine. Okay, we got that one. Did we get this one? Okay, that one's really vague. I think that's in like the room that you like clip through, kind of. Like clip through the wall. I think it's in that room. Ah, shit. Here we go again. What's over here? This is wild. Was it over here? Over here? Oh shit, I hear a spooky. Okay, I'm a little bit lost, but that's okay. Oh, fuck. That's okay. How's everyone doing today? Chat, how are we doing? Everyone having a nice day? I hope so. I hope everyone's having a nice day. I'm having a pretty okay day today. I haven't done oh, I hear a guy. I haven't done a whole lot, honestly. Just kind of set up for stream. I worked on a bit of art. I am going in circles. Oh, this is where fucking Brandon was. Hold on. Hold on. That hidden wall. Oh, shit. Olive is coming. Oh, that was a close one. Okay, I am where I want to be, I think. I just need these bitches to leave me alone. And she went the way I need to go, so that's great. Very cool, thank you. Okay, so... Is it this way? Is it the other way? Oh, it's in here, isn't it? In it. Yes. Isn't it like... Isn't it like right here? Oh, yes. Oh, hold on. We got a YouTube video. Hold on. Hold on. Gate. It's opening. Okay, where the hell is this gate? I don't remember. I forgot. I don't know what the hell that's saying. Oh! That was spooky. I didn't like that. Okay. Oh, let me show the game again. Okay, so a gate has opened. You're back. Welcome back. Oops. Forgot the stream got paused. No worries. Anyway, I just got all the buttons, so hello. Can I help you? We just hit all the buttons, so now I need to find this gate that I don't remember where it is. I'll figure it out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that was strange. Oh. Get in the barrel. Oh. Yes, you can help me. $1,000, please? Oh, I wish. Wouldn't that be nice? Wait, hold on. I'm craving $1,000. Down here? Whee! No, this is jail again. Oh. This is above jail. I'm not good at mapping things out in my head, y'all. Okay, so this is... That elevator fucking scares me. I do not like the noise. Fucking where? Where do you want me to go? Oh, is it over here? Oh, this is a new area. Uh-oh. Go away, girly. You do not see it. Let me open this YouTube link. Oh, it's- oh shit. It's not a YouTube link, it's the- oh! Hey, buddy. Can I help you? Please go away. Why is my face not working? My VTube Studio face isn't working. Oh, two of them. I'm just gonna pause and wait for him to leave. Okay. Yes. Okay, let me hide the game. Let me hold on. Let me see if my expressions are working. They were working earlier. There we go. Oh, now why is it on again? Okay, so now we got Codebreaker. Now I'm gonna download a scary file. I already have a Shipwrecked file, so I'm just gonna throw it in there. And now I'm gonna have to capture another game? Question mark? Okay, we are downloading. This is all the website, I think. I don't know if there's anything hidden on here. No. So let me show the game. Okay, we've downloaded. Brandon is still standing there. I just saw him. As soon as I get unpause and jump out of the barrel, he's gonna fucking get me. That piece of shit. Okay, come on, WinRAR. I'm extracting files and shit. Wow, there are really awful noises coming from that right now. Okay, I am launching. I'm sorry if you hear this and it's loud, but I'm launching the Shipwrecked demo, which is Codebreaker. And it's loud. Okay, okay, we're gonna change the game capture real quick. And it might be loud and I apologize. Oh, where the fuck is it? Here we go. I'm gonna turn the audio down just to prepare. Okay. Okay, it is really loud. Oh, my controller. I have so many games running right now. Loud as hell. Yeah, I want that one. Bing bong. I love this fucking song. Ooh, they're looking at me. They're looking at me. This game looks fun, friend. We should play it sometime. Oh. Guess saving isn't an option. That's okay, we'll just do something else. Sure, man, whatever you say. Whee! Oh, I got a YouTube video. Did the game crash? The game crashed. And the video. Oh.
That's a new walling.
Huh?
That's a new walling. That's a new walling.
What?
That's a new walling. That's a new walling. That's a new walling. That's a walling.
Huh. Okay, well, I gotta open the game again. Cause it crashed on me. Okay, sorry, Bucky. Sorry I made you do that. Wowdy, Dano, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well, friend.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, so I gotta edit this real quick. Let me just get back in here. Hope you're doing all right. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day today, friend. It's good to see you. We're just trying to finish up Shipwreck 64 today. I don't know if we'll be able to. But, right now, it just gave us a file called Codebreaker, which is this Shipwrecked 64 demo. And we can't save because this happens. So I jumped off to try and get it. And it gave me, the game crashed and it gave me a YouTube video. So that's where we're at. So we're just gonna go through this door. But yeah, we gotta crack some codes. Oh, scary. Five Night Freddy. Aw, shit. Ooh, ad starting soon. Good luck, everyone. Okay, now we get to break some codes. I don't know what's up with this. It's Paul. Yeah, he does that. It certainly does get annoying. It's okay. He'll simmer down soon. I think. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Paul. I don't know what's up with Paul. Okay, so we have that code on the Codebreaker website. Let me find it. God, I need like one more monitor to play this game. It's so hard to stream. Okay, so we have the third button is pressed and then 1989 1214. Hold on, I'm just gonna send this in chat so that I can see it. This is the code I need to put into this game. Okay. So I press this button and in this it's 1989 1214. And then we go through here. And then we... Oh! I don't know what I'm looking at. But I don't really like it. Ugh. Spooky. That was loud. Okay. So... What's up? Can we go up there? I wonder if we can go up there. It certainly looks like we might be able to. Also, I need to adjust the volume on this game. It is crazy loud. Let me... go in the volume mixer. Add in 3 minutes. Good luck. Okay, here we go. Okay, I've turned it down. Encoding overload. Hold on. Oh, it's probably because I have like 18 games open at the same time. Okay. Okay, let's try and get up on here. I'll turn the game volume back up. No! Oh, I don't think I can get over there. Oh, I was very close though. I'll try one more time. Okay. Oh, ow. The game is still quiet for y'all. No, I jumped over it. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna leave this open. But I'm gonna capture Shipwrecked again. He is still camping us. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, well, we're gonna go to jail as soon as and get jump scared as soon as I pop out of this menu, so just be warned. No, I don't want to play that right now. Shit! I knew it. Don't send me back to jail. Nar! Nar! I'm not going back to jail! Now I need to remember how the fuck I got over there. How the fuck I got over there. I think it was this way. There was a door that was like... It was like water. Yippee! Hi Kit, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Also, we are playing a scary game today, just so you know. There are gonna be jump scares. Wow. Oh, here we go.
Liz has already done everything she needed to. Harry's done, well, enough.
I can't hear that at all.
I'm completing this on my own.
No ads. I'll just send that. Oh, the audio right now. Oh, he yelling. Oh, this is the wrong game. Oh, he pissed. Okay, I want to get out of here. Oh, here's where we got like 4 million codes. Or just one. Okay, so green, red, green, red. Okay, I'm gonna enter the code. I can't capture all of these at once. I'm gonna enter the code in Codebreaker, and then I'm gonna I'll capture what it shows me. 'Cause I just can't capture all of these. And then before I show you guys, I'll wait till the ad ends. Okay. Maybe it would be easier to play this with mouse and keyboard. I just heard a really weird noise. Like in my house. Okay. What are the numbers? 8283 2781. 8283 2781. 8283 2781. 828. That's a 7. 8283. I already forgot the second one. 2781. That's right. Ah, shit. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the ads. You didn't really miss anything. I was just entering a code in Codebreaker, which I will capture right now. But yeah, welcome on in, Kit. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. We are playing a horror game today, so there's gonna be some spooky things, some jump scares. Just keep in mind the trigger warning if you decide to watch today. But yeah, I hope you're having a good day. We're just entering codes and shit, and I'm capturing a lot of games, and it has been a lot. But I'm having a lot of fun, because I love these games. This game. Technically, I'm playing 2 right now, but... Ooh, I found it! What did I find? Keep going now, you're too far to quit. What did I find? Okay. Okay, so I found it, I guess. Dream/movie, where you wake up and find out they added an emoji that's just your face. No explanation. A24 gonna be all over that shit. Alright, let me capture Shipwrecked again. Oh, that's the wrong tab. Okay. So, we found it? What did we find? And uh-oh. What did we find and how do we get out of here? You know what, actually, I'm gonna look up how to get out of here. I'm gonna be fully honest with you guys, I do not remember. Shipwrecked 64 walkthrough. Ooh, I have coffee still. Yay! Coffee, my beloved. I'm done in the sewers? Excellent. I do not remember how to get out of them, though. Oh, we're done. We go back up the elevator? Okay, hold on. Codebreaker, we got that. Go through the door. Yes. Okay, okay. Okay, yeah, I do go back to the, up the elevator. Okay. Thank you, Flicker. I do appreciate it. She's camping me. Go away, girly. Walk away. Alright, well, I guess if I go to jail, it's just kind of like a quicker way back, right? Get lost, girly. Exactly. She walks so slow, too. She is gonna fucking kill my ass. Ooh. I don't like when it does that. She's gonna be right through this door, isn't she? Oh! Can't catch me, bitch. I'm fast as fuck, girl. Now I gotta find my way back. Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh no. Mutz, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my goodness, you're playing Dark Souls Remastered. Fun! Thank you so much. I hope you had a great stream. We are playing some Shipwrecked 64 right now. And I'm under fucking attack. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had so much fun. If you need a raid and run, that's totally okay. Make sure you stay hydrated and get some rest. Yeah, yeah. You did. I thought your game looked pretty fun. It is fun. Yeah, we're nearing the end of it, so if anyone's concerned about spoilers or anything... Oh! Oh! If anyone's concerned about spoilers or anything, it would probably be best to tune out, but here's the trigger warning for this game. But yeah, I really appreciate you stopping by, so... Oh, Jesus. This is a wrong tab. Yeah, thanks for bringing your community here. I really appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Oh! Hello, sir. I'm looking for an elevator. Oh. You'll be lurking? Sounds great. Thank you so much for lurking. I appreciate it. Oh, we found it. Pressed the wrong button. I love that emote, by the way. It's so silly. Okay, can I save again? I would really like to save. Oh, it's so lovely and bright up here. Surely nothing will go wrong. How do I punch again? Okay. Don't worry about that. Okay. So those two buttons are pressed. Let me write this down real quick. Hold on, chat. Okay. Oh. 4, 1, 2, 3. What are 9981, I think? Don't mind that. Just need to enter secret codes and shit. Okay. Now I'm gonna capture the code breaker game. Oh my goodness, I forgot how much. Well, I've actually never streamed this before. I've only played it on my own time. Oh, I'm in a wall. I forgot how much. I didn't consider how much work it would be to stream and capture all these things. I'm having fun though. I love this game so much. Okay, so those two are pressed. And we've got 4, 1, 2, 3. 9981. Perfect. Now let's see what we got. Spooky time. One. How many? Oh, why am I disconnecting from chat? Oh shit, I missed. Okay, okay. Can I watch that again? I missed it. Ah, shit. Okay. That's okay. We have the tutorial open. We'll be okay. Okay. Let me capture the other game again. Bada bing. Bada boom. Okay. So we need to count in a certain room how many things there are. Oh, in this room. This office is full of water. That doesn't seem very good for the computers. Oh, and here we have another code, because these are color-coded to the buttons. The hell is this? Who put this table like that? Horrible interior design. Oh, hold on. I can't fucking read that. It's a... Hold on. It's a note from Cogware. In 1995, there was a mass made of 4 men. Oh, here we got some lore dump time. Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. 3 men and 1 woman to be exact. They sat in a room waiting for its liberation. It sat in a room. That would not come for years. Oh shit! Bro got my ass! No, he got my ass. Okay, so basically what Blot can do is he can pretend to be barrels, and you have to beat the shit out of him to get rid of him. Okay. I totally forgot what I was doing. That distracted me. Okay, oh, we need to enter that code in room 1. Oh, is it for that? Okay, well, hold on. Let me do some investigating. Yeah, we need to, like, count the computers and stuff. That's how he first tries to spawn. It's so spooky. Okay, this is where that's where we were. It's just a note over there. Okay, so we need to count stuff in this room. But I need to look up what order and shit it is in. Because I forgot. Okay, hold on. I love it. He's basically cheesing himself into the level. It is great. It's just, it's spooky. It's a bit frightening. What is that noise? I don't like that noise. Alrighty. He seems cursed in the sequel and advanced post-game stuff. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, room 1. Doors, computers, tables, and lights. The April Fool's update? I don't think I have. Doors, computers, tables, and lights. Okay, okay. This is the wrong game. I keep opening the code breaker by accident. Okay. Oh shit, I hear him. Where is he? He better not be this barrel. I got places to be, my man. Oh, 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 I forgot he could do that. Oh shit. Oh, I don't like the screaming. I don't like how he screams at you. April Fools kind of opened the door to a new layer of things. Okay, 2 doors. 3 tables. 6 computers. And 4 lights. Y'all, I have to pee again. I just went pee. Okay, what was my number? There are 2 doors, 6 computers, 3 tables, and 4 lights? 2, 6, 3, 4. Two, 6, 3, 4. Thank you. I would have forgotten. Okay, so we have that part of the code. Oh, okay. I know where to get the last part of the code. And okay, so we have that number for this room. The lights are red, or sorry, green, green, red, red. And in this room, the key is the note, right? But I could barely read it. Hold on. There we go. 4 men, 1995. Oh shit. I think I'm running towards him. Oh, I hear him. Okay, so 1995 is the last part of the code. Oh, I hear him. Okay, now let me capture code breaker. I be breaking codes. Was I always in the corner? Josh? It's like fucking Blair Witch. Okay. So 2634. Thank you for sending that in chat, by the way. I definitely would have forgotten. Alrighty, let's go in here. See what we get. Oh, excuse me, I burped. Very quiet. Hello, Blot. He's so cuties. A frame from Rex's first cartoon, Blot. Oh.
Gentlemen, boys and girls, behind this gate lies what could be the start to a bright new tomorrow. I could never bring myself to cut the ribbon on my own. For that,
I cannot understand this at all. Sorry, chat. And yeah, I will look into the April Fool's update. I'm interested. I really love this game, so. 1917. Okay, I feel like I should remember that. Is that an eyeball? What you looking at me for?
Long ago, before many of us were born, a man named Rex was brought into the world.
Let me turn it up.
Born into a family that was relatively poor, he always strived to create. It was always his dream to become an artist. But up until the 1940s, his cartoons, both animated pictures and comics, had gone entirely under the radar. It was around then, though, that
It's literally up as high as it can go.
Took off. It was about a rabbit that Rex drew, which then proceeded to leap off the page. Utilizing real photographs of Rex's room, and with Rex himself being a character in the short, a foil to the Lapid protagonist, this show ended up selling out immediately, as folks
It's very flashy, sorry.
A mix of real life and animation. Rex would produce more films of the same nature, until eventually he was approached by a company who offered him the deal of a lifetime.
Yeah, I might stream that. I'll consider it for sure.
As he was so quick to sign on, he didn't read very heavily into what he was signing into. To remedy this, he began to work on a replacement, and that is when Bucky Beaver and his friends were born. The popularity of
Bucky Beaver
went on to...
Oh. Gone. Okay. Whee! Alright, let's capture Shipwrecked again. I'm gonna get jump scared as soon as I unpause, I just know it. Okay, hold on. I actually do not remember what I'm supposed to do after this. Oh, yes, we have... Oh, we're so close to finishing this game. We can definitely finish this today. Hopefully. How long have I been going? Ooh, an hour and a half. I can probably do it. I'm feeling okay right now. I just might have to use the bathroom again. Okay. What was the code? 1917. I don't trust this barrel. I don't trust any of these barrels. Oh, brother, you scared me. Brother, you scared me. This is Butto. It looks like there's a rip in his pants. Why is Butto?
Romeo, Echo, X-ray.
Why are his pants falling off? The barrel thing stops happening once he gets in? Oh. Interesting. I didn't know that. Bro, I need to go that way. Can you go away? Oh, hello? There's something down there, right? Yeah, that's locked. Yeah, I see you. No, don't come over here. Don't come over here. Oh, run! Okay. Oh, is he still in here? Oh, hello. Hello, Husk. You see him on the right there? Peeking. Ah, shit. Oh, a note. Cogware. Oh, no. Bruh. I'm stuck in dialogue. Oh, he's fast as fuck. Oh. Go away. Get new pants. I can see your butt. Oh, he looked at me. I didn't like that look he gave me. What's this? A link! Okay, hold on. We got a YouTube video I need to hide. And there's a note there too. Okay, after this YouTube video... Oh, that's the fish one. I'm gonna use the bathroom again. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful fish. Very beautiful. Very powerful. March 12th, 1960. 1960. That sounds like a code. Does it have to with the creepy guy outside my window? Real. Okay. Let's pull that back up. Fish. And I'm going to put some music on. Hello? There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna use the bathroom real quick. See y'all soon. Hello, y'all, I'm back. I ate a little bit of a cookie, and I think I'm ready to hop back in. Okay, what was that fish code? 1960? 1960. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I forgot how to do this part. Okay, so fish. 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 I don't know. I don't know. Fish published March 12th, 1960 is red fish, blue fish. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Last keypad, let's go! So the code is 1, 2, and then what is blue, or red and then blue? 1, 2, red, blue. 1, 2, 8, 3. Oh, hold on. It says there's a video in the... Okay, hold on. We got another video, y'all. Oops. I just hit a button. Oh, shit. Hold on. Hide my game, boy. Okay. There's a hidden button there, if I remember correctly. So 1283 is the code. Okay. 1283, 1283. Okay, now we gotta find that hallway. Oh, we gotta read this. Note from Cogware. It begged, pleaded to leave. But it was held in that room for a long time. One day, though, when checked upon, the mass was missing. Ruh-roh, that don't seem good. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Oh, he's over there. Oh no! Oh, I goofed it. I don't even think that's the right keypad. Whoa! Oh, we're over here. I'm okay with that. Okay, where... Hold on. Where is that button? Hi, Husk. Is it down this hallway? Oh, oh. Oh, down here. There we go. Hey, buddy. Okay, so what did that do? Then we go and do the keypad. Okay, well... Hold on a second, I'm a little lost. No! Fuck, how did I fuck up that bad? Fuck! I forgot what the code is. Hold on. Hold on. It's 12. Hello, I see you. 1283. Okay. Okay. I'm having a moment. I panicked. 1, 2, 8. What? What just even happened? You cannot keep doing this, boy. 1, 2, 8, 3. Oh. I hope I don't have to hit that button again. One. Bruh. Finally. Oh. Cogware. Where this tunnel leads, you'll know it well. Just promise me you're gonna stay calm. If you go through it, you can open the gate. The world needs to know.
Think about that one rabbit a lot. Stumbler, I think Liz called him. Yeah, he's funny.
Stumbler.
The funniest part is his missing arms. I
Oh, this one.
In a jab towards Mark's wife and having her arm amputated. She was fresh on my mind when I was suggesting the idea to Liz. And hey, her
Okay.
making her a little guy.
I wish I could adjust the volume of those.
It lines up pretty damn well with how Mark is, doesn't it? Funny character. You know, that does remind me, they've got another rabbit, don't they? That'd be a fun thing.
Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go. Sorry, buddy, I can't listen. I can barely hear you, and also you're an asshole. I recognize this place. Just keep going. It's safe in here. Is it? Is it? I think it is, but I don't trust like that. Oh, hold on.
I just looked at the numbers. Our entire brand's been going down the drain. The stocks, I've never seen stocks get this fucking low. And we're still bringing people on. We're still expanding. Yeah, at this point, what the fuck's a layoff gonna do? It'll sink us further into the shit! Okay, you know the best option. I think the best option we've got. I've been it's been going in my head for like the past 5 fucking hours now. The best option we got is to cut the game studio we've hired. Okay, you know, we've been basically dumping money into their pockets, and I don't know what exactly they're making. I haven't heard from them in months. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna schedule a meeting with them. Okay, and if they don't have exactly what they promised, we cut them off. It would save our asses in the long run. It'd probably give us a fighting chance. And God, fuck.
All right, I'm out of here, buddy.
I just realized I'm throwing the exact same amount of money I'm paying for Harley's medical bills into
I want to beat the game. And I cannot hear the audio. Oh. Oh, it's a heart. Hello. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, a door. Let's go. Whoa. What is this place? The heart is also under the beach you spawn on at the very start. Interesting. Oh. My controller vibrated. Congratulations on reaching the end of our demo. We're happy to see you're engaging with our work. But we're showing this to you for one reason. As a reward for seeing all of Cogware's capabilities, everyone, I'd like to introduce you all to an exciting game set to release in 1997. I now present... Hello? Oh! I am under the water. Please help me. Isn't it? Hold on, doesn't like Wolf show up? Can't you see him around here? What? Oh. I ran into a monster earlier today. It was right outside the park, a statue put together using chunks of wood and cloth. It looked bizarre, but then I saw it move. He's spooky. Oh!
It's you. I thought I was the only one.
I can't hear you, man.
So much has happened.
Oh!
So much. They go beyond your understanding. They call out to me. All four.
Why is it so fucking quiet?
I hear their voices.
My volume is literally up all the way.
Inside of my wooden shell. Even down to the pulsating mass laying beneath it.
I apologize about the volume.
It won't be easy to catch. You'll need to prove to me that you want what I have. If you do as I ask...
Ooh, that was loud.
Everything. Every single detail of what happened. Why you are...
Let me take a sip of coffee before this part.
What do you say, friend? Let's give it a go.
Alright, let's give it a go. Okay, let me turn it back down. Just because it's gonna be loud at this part, and now we gotta find Husk a whole bunch of times. There's no time limit for this, right? The ear sound sucks. Yeah, it really does. Like, there's no time limit for this, but I will be chased by the dwellers. If I recall correctly. Where is this bitch? The sounds are unpleasant. Oh, here he is. Hey, buddy. And like, if I get caught, it just knocks me back like 1, right? I think? I hope? I don't remember. I'll figure it out. I remember this part was... It wasn't the worst. It's stressful, but it's not the plaza. Oh, oh. Where are you, buddy? They could have put a little more calming music on, I think. Oh, there he is. Like a little, maybe some like soap cutting ASMR. Oh, he's real close again. Yeah, let's put on some like soap cutting ASMR or like some lo-fi beats. That sounds nice. Instead of this. I hear a seagull. My jaw hurts. It's been hurting all day today, but I've been oh, there he is. I've been yapping a lot, so. My jaw hurts from yapping. Alright, we're half- Oh, Jesus. We're halfway there. Hey, buddy. Oh, he ran away real quick. Oh, R&R. Oh, I don't like that. Oh! Bro, don't scream at me. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's so fast. He is so fast. Yeah, get out of here. Oh, is that slamming when they go through the door? Interesting. Oh, that's the walrus. I thought that was Husk. No! Okay, so we're back to... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We're back to 5. Okay, so they're getting more aggressive as we get into the higher numbers. That makes sense. We're so close to finishing the game, though, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I never finish games on stream. And, I really like this game, and I'm glad I got to play it with, to show you guys. I did play it off stream first. And then after I played it, I'm like, I gotta stream this. What a good game. And here we are, and now we're almost done. Craziness. That's a fun emote, I like that. Big snoot. Why the long face? Oh my god, the longest snoot. Ah, shit. Oh, hello, 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 goodbye. Oh, shit. Oh, hello. Saving. Okay, any dudes over here? Bruh. Go away, girly. I'm on a mission. Oh no. Oh, hey buddy. Yeah, you go away. Abs, no, I'm so close. Shut up, seagull. Oh! Oh, that was Husk. I ran right past him. I was looking at chat. 5-second window where you can't use barrels. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Thank you for the tip. I do appreciate it. R&R. Oh, it's the fucking goose. Oh, hello. Damn, they're real aggressive now. Oh, my wife is waking up. My wife is not turning her alarm on. Good morning. I'm still streaming. Thank you. Sorry, my wife was taking a nap. She can sleep through my screaming, so we're good. It works out. No, I have not heard of that game, actually. Yeah, never heard of it. Oh, we stuck. Come on, where is this guy? come on, Husk. My hands are getting so sweaty. Is that him? Nope. Releases this summer. Interesting. Bug. Oh, we're good. Bro, where is he? The demo's about an hour long. Ooh, I've been meaning to stream some game demos. I'll have to add that to my list. Oh, there he is. He's fucking hiding in here. Okay, this last one had better be easy. Oh. Thank God, he was right there. That was lucky. Okay, now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? Oh.
Ask and you shall receive.
Ask and you shall receive. I understood that.
Little mess you've made.
We did it. Hey, y'all. Boop. Ooh, the particles floating in the air.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the volume up for this.
2 hours now, and I'm not seeing the widespread appeal you've been promising us. It's, well, to be honest with you, it's clunky. I don't know what I'm doing. The characters who you promised would have depth and life. They are just flat. I thought that's the entire point of a 3D game.
What?
You oversold it, Connor. That's what I'm trying to say. Our company is meant to be forging new frontiers. And, to be frank, after what happened at Studio Grounds, I really don't think this is going to be anything. It's not going to be anything in the same tier as our movies, our park, anything. And I really hate to say this, because I know for a fact you and your team put a lot of work into this game, but I just don't know if it's worth continuing to sink money into.
Sink money into? Mark, this is our job. You've had us working on this for 2 years, and now suddenly it's an issue?
Yes, it's been 2 years. And in those 2 years, you've only sat me down now and showed me the actual fucking game.
So, what can we do to fix it?
No, Liz. This isn't a fix the game issue. It's a fix your perspective issue. Mark, you are sitting in front of some of the greatest technology of the decade, and you're gonna brush it off?
Connor, I'm not brushing anything off. I'm just trying to understand where this...
I'm sorry to say, Mark, but it's true. It's not that we've made a bad game. We've all exceeded the industry standard. What we're having a hard time passing is your thick skull and...
Connor! Stop. Look, I'm so sorry about him. He's just under a lot of...
Is it Harley? Is it not worth it anymore because you're trying to treat her instead?
What?
Yeah, I said it.
What are you bringing her into this for?
Because I bet that's what you're gonna do. You can't keep funding our 2 years worth of work. Gotta buy her a fancy casket.
Unbelievable.
Mark, look, I'm really sorry.
Now, Liz, you're fine, okay? But I want you to know that we are done, professionally. All right? I don't want to work with any of you guys again. Quite frankly, I don't want to see you guys touch our property. Any of that. Am I clear?
Yes, Mark.
You can go now.
No. No. Because first of all, I want our equipment back.
You can go now! You can go! Leave!
Take a step closer. Lay a fucking hand on me. You lay one hand on me, I'm gonna make sure you stay in jail for a real long fucking time. Huh? Who are they gonna believe? You? You are nothing. I will be taking my leave now. Good luck in your future endeavors. I expect the office to be cleared by next week. Do not contact me again.
Sheesh. Ad breaks soon. Oh, did you see it? Depressed Bucky. Look at him. He's so depressed. It's a lovely day today. Is it, buddy? I could use some fresh air. Man. Hold on one sec. Let me just remind you all of the trigger warning. I don't think there's anything too graphic coming up, but this part's pretty dark. Just a heads up. Also ad break starting soon. How soon? Probably a few minutes. Let's do this quick then. Let's get this over with. I shouldn't be laughing. I'm sorry. Please just do it. Well, I don't know what else to do, so... Oh my god, he's floating. Oh my god. Farewell. Thank you, Mark. Whoa. Oh, let me snooze the ad. Oh, wrong tab. Where is my Shipwrecked? Oh, here we go. I accidentally tabbed it. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, that's so sarcastic. Fucking Mark, you asshole. As soon as the media found the disturbing content, Shipwrecked was removed from stores, and for nearly 2 decades has been missing. And you were among the first to see what's inside of it. In honor of Connor Thomas. You were always there for us as a dad and as a boss. I would not be anywhere without you today, and I've missed you. I never stopped missing you since the day we lost you. We hope that bringing your work back out is a good way to pay tribute. We'll miss you, Connor. Patrick Thomas. I fucked that up a little bit, but it's okay. World's scariest mascot costumes. They are so freaky looking. So are you. Thank you for playing. You are so welcome. I love this game. Oh yeah. Oh, we banging music. Squeaks to Corgi. Shout out to Squeaks. For real. Squeaks is great. Shout out to everyone who worked on this. We love Squeaks. Yeah, shout out to the whole team. And an ad break starting soon. Perfect. We just finished the game, so that's wonderful. Yeah, I had a great time playing. Oh, all gone. He's all alone. I did it! Finally! After like... Oh, that's not me moving him. That's him. That's Bucky moving on his own. My hands are off the controller. He's learning. Yeah. Yeah, I did it. After like a very long time of playing this game, we finally finished it, and bro is not happy about being in there. It's quite funny. Oh, there he goes. Oh, hypercam. All right, let me press A and see what happens. But yeah, it took us forever, but we finally beat it, and maybe in the future I'll look into some of that April Fool's stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna... Woo! Yeah, I might check it out. It'll probably be a while though, just because I'm gonna turn off my controller. Hold on. Oh, that's my Steam overlay. Oh, whoa, what the fuck? What is this Xbox shit that just opened all over my screen? Fuck off, Microsoft. But yeah, maybe we'll check out some... Oh, I still have, Codebreaker open. I don't know any of the controls, though, so... Oh, is it E? Okay. I have typed Vandal on the title screen, yes. Very spooky. Okay, let me switch to the chatting scene. And we'll get some music going. And let me turn my lighting off. Alrighty. Let me close Codebreaker, because I don't need that anymore. Delete that. Sorry, I'm just closing a bunch of shit that I don't need open right now. This can be closed. Alrighty. Okay, we did it. We beat Shipwrecked. I had so much fun. I love this game. I'm really glad I got to play it for y'all on stream. And I'm really glad we were able to beat it today. So, yippee! Why is my mouth not moving? Oh, there we go. Okay. Anyways, yeah, let's look for someone to raid. I'm gonna go to the ending scene. Oh, she's been released. Yeah, we're gonna look for someone to raid real quick. Let's do that. Okay. Who is live? None of my friends are live. That's okay. Let's see what this channel is up to. I'm gonna snooze the last ad because we're gonna be ending by the time it comes around. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Alrighty. Alright, gamers, we are gonna go raid some ducks, so there's not gonna be a raid message for today. The ad break is not starting soon, ignore that. But yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, have a great day, Dano, and thank you for stopping by, Flicker. I hope you have a great day too. And Kit, thank you for stopping by as well. Thank you all for stopping by. If you're not in the Discord, check that out. It's a good way to stay updated on me. I also have a Blue Sky. And another reminder that my comms are open. I really need to work on some stuff, so if you're interested in getting some art, check out my Ko-fi or my VGen. But yeah, until next time, hopefully I can see you later this week, but I will see you later. Take care, have a great day. Bye-bye.